It's Monday. What can I say? I don't know. The funny thing is when I forget to add myself to the screen, I'm literally just staring at myself like, what do you do? Huh? Add yourself, you dodo bird. You know, it's Monday. Hi, Sue. Good morning, Brioni. Hi, Deborah. How are you? Hi, Tree. Snowy day? Snowy? Oh, my goodness. Hi, Miss Linda. Hi, Cheryl. Hello, Mac. There she is. Hello, Mary Sharkey. I was like, Mac is here. Mary Sharkey's probably right below her. And she is. Hello, Miss Donna Sue. Hi, Cindy. What kind of text upper lower case is you doing over there? Hi, Sandy Kling. Hi, Carol. Sister from another mister. Hi, Laveda. Hello, Tina Roy. Hi, Penny. Hello, Helen. Hello, Sandy Hinkleman. Hello, 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 hello. Oh, my goodness. Ashley. No wonder I didn't see you. You're at the very top. You are the first one on the YouTubers. Hi, Ashley. So if you were here on Saturday, you know that we had a mini auction. Everything has gone. Everything gone. There's one thing that wasn't will be paid for later today, and then that'll be gone. But if you won something in the auction, you should have your tracking number in your email. If you don't have it, let me know, and then I can send it to you. But you should have an email tracking. Hi, Miss Linda Baker. You was waiting on me. I know, huh? Hi, Miss Edie. So, and thank you all for, even if you purchased something, I just appreciate the support. On Saturday, it was very, very fun. It was different for all of us. That was the first time that Lisa had an event like that, and I think it went pretty well. So, come on, Sandy. All right. So, these need to go too, but the price points on these were different, so I held off on them. So we'll do another mini auction on my page in a little bit. What is some of this stuff though I see? Oh, never mind. Don't look. Don't look. That's the stuff. Oh, don't look. All right. So today, if you cannot hear the pounding, they are back at it again, and they're screaming and hooting and hollering, and sounds like somebody was about to fall off the roof over there earlier today because he screamed, and I was like, okay. I don't know. They're very rambunctious carpenters, construction workers. Whatever level they are at this house, they're at a different level at this house. They're just very loud. And Troy was running amok, so he's not awake yet. Jeez. By the way, Ashley, Troy wrote all over your order, girl. He was checking off all the things. So he was writing and I was like, good, thank goodness this is Ashley's order. I know, just this little area right here. This little area. So don't look. You need to make an order of some goodies. Hi, Diane Dunkelman. All right, let's get my desk onto screen. Hi, Cindy Truitt. Oh, man. Yesterday, we packed 27 packages with all of the auction stuff and then the orders for the store. That's probably why Troy's tired, but yeah, it was crazy. He was running amok. He was running amok all night long. And actually, he tried to run amok a little bit too early, and Nick was still here because Nick works an hour later. He goes in at midnight on Sunday. So he was trying to run amok a little bit too early and rounded the corner and seen Uncle Nick sitting at the desk, and he was like, whoop. And went right back out. I was like, Surprise. Okay, so this is a cigar box. It's escrito limitado. And let me just tell you what, it was giving me a fit, y'all. The little stickers did not want to come off. The one inside came off, which I'm happy about because it's very pristine on the inside. But out here it didn't want to come off, and then there was one here. See, the stickies are still there, so we're gonna have to do some scuff sanding. And then also the EE here, it's, if you can see, it's stamped into the wood, so we're going to have to fill that. And then hi Sandy Triplet, you got your Amazon stuff, Laveda? Awesome. And we are going to use, of course, we're going to use some of the new DQ spring release on here. What I was thinking is that we would do some more of the fairy stuff on here. I still haven't put my papers in order, y'all. But I was thinking, oh, I might have to go into inventory. I was thinking that the 4-pack is going to fit better. Sue's going to get mad. I got to go into inventory and put that on here, and maybe do some, we're going to do some crack-a-lacking on here. And then, you know, we got in some, I showed this for a quick minute, but we got in some amazing new colors of the jewel pastes in my store. So I'm thinking some of these new colors will go good with the fairy line, but we'll see. We will see. So let's get to playing. I know I could have finished prepping the box, but that would have meant moving. That would have meant like actually moving and grooving, and well, we all know the weekend just goes by way too fast when you are you only got one day, y'all. I'm telling you, it's just not the business. Hold on a minute, let me see. Do we want a 4-pack on there or not? I don't know. Actually, maybe not. I have an idea. Where is it? See, she might go good on there without the 4-pack. It's like taking care of a kid. I know. Sue has to always message me, take it out of inventory. Take it out of inventory. Sorry. Oh yeah, see, actually she would be, and we don't have to put her off to the side like that. She would be pretty on there. Or we'll use the luminescent fairy. This is my stash of papers, but I have not used the fairy dust yet. Oh, she might be pretty in there too. She might be pretty on top, and she might be good on the inside. Oh, decisions. All right, let's get the box. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Miss Kathy. Hi, Helena. Hello, Keely girl. Okay, let's get the box a little bit fixed. A little bit. And then we'll just paint it. This is, it's got a little bit of, the paper will go over that, y'all. I'm not worried about that too much. And then by the time we're done crack-a-lacking it, we won't be able to tell. But we do got to fill in those EEs. And then I'm just going to scuff sand everything because it does have a finish on there. Oh, I didn't even realize there was the EE here too. So yes, I was so thankful and grateful that everybody paid immediately. But then I was like, oh Lordy B, Now I got to get all these things packed. And you know, y'all, you know, we've been having issues. Everybody's been having issues with the mail. So I'm feeling some type of way putting my stuff in the mail. A lot of it went out UPS. But there were some items where it was cheaper to go out UPS, but I mean USPS, but you know, if it's coming from my store, I can replace product, but if it's a craft item, I cannot replace that. So they better be cool. They better be cool. I didn't. Troy put so many fragile stickers on those things that if they don't get the clue, I don't know what else to do. Good evening, Jill. Hi, Charlotte. How are ya? All right, so we're just going to take some of my favorite Ranger texture paste and we're going to fill in these little guys. All right, now because of the wood, I'm not going to put that back in my loop, loop. And I am just going to take a little bit of clean water and just kind of smooth that down because that was getting a little bit out of control. All right. And then let's get off some of that excess. And then we'll just paint the Waverly plaster over it just to kind of, you know, get it all white and, oh, ha, Terry, you're such a goober. Sometimes it's Monday, y'all. I forgot to put myself to the screen. I mean, you know. What in the world? All right, good enough. We'll sand off the rest. Let's not do that again. Yeah. Hi, Roxanne. Do I also use that texture paste for raised stenciling? You very well could. I hoard this though, and I only use it for like my molds and my cracks and stuff. But yeah, that's not what it's made for. It's made to go through like stenciling and do raised, you know, raised things. But I usually use like my structure paste or whatnot for that stuff. So okay, we're just gonna dry it a little bit. Hi, Angela, and then we'll paint it. Michelle. Hi, Michelle Chastain. So did anybody do anything this weekend? What did you guys think of the of Saturday's event? What did you guys think? It was different, right? I think it went really good. There was something funny. It was very cool to see how you know, everybody does like their auctions or buy it nows or whatever. But I think for it to be like event style, I think it was pretty cool. I don't think really anybody knew how it was going to work out or like what everybody was going to do, but I think it was fun to see. I bought something from Miss Gracie, and then I bought, did you guys see Stella's stuff? Y'all, I'm telling you right now, you liked Saturday. It was fun to watch. It was fun, right? It was different. Y'all, I bought some stuff from Stella, her Easter baskets that she made. I swear to you, that stuff looks like real chocolate, and I just want to know which one of the boys are going to try to eat it. I won't let them destroy it, but I might let them get like real close. I can't wait to get that my little basket from Stella. I cannot. She's so amazing. It was good that the creators were in charge of their hour. Oh, instead of instead of like a mystery box or something, you mean? We're still gonna do the mystery boxes. It was just the mail was so dumb in, what was it, February, that it was obnoxious. Half, I think it was just about half of the creators didn't get their boxes. So, and that's the whole fun part, is the anxiety of it all and what's going to be in the box. But they just better not play me all with my auction items. I tell you what. Thankfully, most of the boxes went to UPS, but there were a few, like I said, that it was cheaper to go USPS, but oh man. You know what? It's not going to stick onto that metal. So, because I didn't put bonding primer on there, so I'm just going to paint right over it instead of trying to be all gentle. Yeah, it'll probably be Nick Trees. I like doing the mystery boxes and I don't like it all at the same time. Obviously, I like it more than not liking it, because each time that I've thought that, okay, I could do this one. This is like up my alley. It's been horrible. But it's still fun nonetheless, because it's fun to be challenged, because you do get a little bit of whatever maybe that, whoever the creator is sending to you. You do get a little bit of their style of stuff, and so it's always fun to kind of figure out what to do, but it's a little nerve-wracking. I think it gets fun when it's actually time, but I'm on because I always have to work on Saturday for about an hour or so. So I'm usually not on till later. So my nerves and my brain is going like 1,000 miles an hour all the way until I'm on. Thank you for sprinkling, Melissa Joins. I thought the auction turned out great, and I was so tickled to get my bunny bottle. I know! I love the bunny bottle. There's, obviously as creators, there's not much that we can keep, because if we keep everything, then we're going to run out of room. But I seriously considered keeping that bunny bottle. Just like I was seriously considering keeping that dress form, but it's not realistic, It's just, there's never enough room. Hi, Sheila Teagan. How are you? Hi, Luann. Rainy, Connecticut? Oh, Lord. So we're just putting Waverly plaster, just a white base. I'm actually surprised because of that wood that it hasn't come through. I was pretty sure it was going to bleed. I'm sure if we leave it long enough, it will probably bleed. But we'll do one more coat. I'm getting paint on my hand because of it's on the feeties. It's on the back of the feeties. Hi, Melinda. Mother Nature forgot her meds. And it's hot outside, actually. I went out. I put the blazer on because I don't have any sleeves on the shirt that I'm wearing. And I was standing out there waiting for Onyx and Jack to come in, getting some fresh air. And I was like, oh, no, I can't be out here with this black jacket on. It's too hot. So I don't remember where I got this box or if it was sent to me. There wasn't a price tag on it, so I feel like maybe it was sent to me, but I don't know who would have sent it to me. Or maybe I got it in a mystery box, because I know I've gotten a couple of cigar boxes in the mystery boxes. I felt like I knew which one it was, though, and it wasn't this. So I don't know where this one came from, but I like the little shape of this one. And of course, you guys know I love my little feeties. I'm surprised Troy hasn't come down yet since I've been talking. Usually after I'm talking for a minute, he comes down. However, when the intro music was playing, I had the volume low, because usually that's what wakes him up, is the music. All right, it's good enough. For what we're going to do, it's good enough. Just go over the edges and make sure there isn't a bunch of paint on the corners. Really well. PT told me not to wear the brace anymore and to keep doing exercising. Yeah, it actually says it's 75 degrees right now. I know exactly which one you sent. Hi, Catherine. I know exactly which one you sent to Troy, because it's also a different shape. I know which one you sent. And I know Lisa from Brown Eyed Girl sent me one. But I don't remember where this came from. And like I said, it didn't have a price tag on it, so it leads me to believe that I didn't get it. Yeah, there's no price tag on it. I will paint the bottom. You guys know I don't bore you guys with the busy work stuff. Hi, Sharon. Good evening. How are you? Hi, Sheila. We had storms earlier this morning, but 78 and beautiful. Oh, nice. Okay. That should be good. It's good. Good enough. Man, got a lot of paint on them feeties. A lot of paint on them feeties. See what I'm saying? Look at that. Look at that jewel paste. And even the, isn't the other one called fairy dust? Oh no, golden dust. Uh-huh, 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 uh-huh. Okay, I'm trying to get the paint off because, you know, I'm going to touch the paper, and then it's going to get all over the paper, and then I'm going to be sad, because then I'll have to take one out of inventory, and Sue will be mad. All right, let's get that out. Okie dokie, artichoke. So, I think we're going to put her on the top. So, Fairy Dust, she is facing the left, and the Luminescent Fairy faces the right, which would be really pretty if you're doing them like in frames or something or another. We're not going to get any of her butterflies though, so maybe we'll put the butterflies. Let me see. Oh, that'll be pretty. Oh, that's petty. That's petty. That's petty. Okay, we gotta move it. Move it, move it, move it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right. All right, TIT then. What am I going to use today? Oh, I forgot I had this out because I needed to take pictures. So the decoupage varnishing glue matte. And let me get a squeegee Ouija. And we're just going to do it in sections as always. But I am actually, is it locked? It's locked. Oh, it's really locked. I painted it over locked. I'm actually going to, because it's easier for me to see that side. Hold on a minute. I just want to make sure. Hold on. It's just easier for me to see the side and get it on there straight this way than trying to fill it the other way. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? But you do you. All right, and then we're going to take our squeegee and we're just going to get our shrinkle wrinkles out of there. And then we're going to lift her up and do some more. Some more. I asked Trevor if he was working late today. He said he doesn't know, so I hope not. All right, don't pull your paper taut when you're doing this. Just let it hang loose. Hang loose. Hawaii. And then take your squeegee and just let it go down naturally. When you pull it taut, because the paper does, when it's wet, right, your fibers expand. Paper fibers expand when it's wet. When you're pulling it taut, you're trying to stretch. And sometimes you get little shrinkle wrinkles. Whereas if you just let it go loosely, you don't have any wrinkle shrinkles. But if you don't care about wrinkle shrinkles, then don't listen to what I'm saying. And it's all good. It's good. It's good. Hi, Phyllis. See? No shrinkle wrinkles. Alrighty, Heidi. Now before we put our top coat on, let's get our gator. And we're going to take a 320. Y'all already know. Please don't take a 60 or an 80 or a 120 for that matter. That is too low. Too low. Too low. Too low. Man. barely even started and I got paint all over the place. Hi, Joanne. Hi, Vicky. Hi, Connie. I'm good. How are you? All right, and then straight down. Never go side to side, especially when you've just freshly decoupaged. Because you will drag and rip that paper. I'm trying to think. All right, and then we'll put our top on and get down all those feathered edges. Want to be a little careful with wetting her too much in the middle because of that, whatever the label was. I'm trying to think. I know these are going to be, it's not wide enough, I don't think. Hold on a minute. Actually wouldn't look, that looks funny, but it doesn't look too bad like that. There's a little baby butterfly down here. Maybe we'll put, maybe. Okay, so we have our, now, oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Do you love fairies? Thank you for teaching us about Tim Holtz texture medium. I was having some issues with Easter eggs over and I had to find some to hide the holes in the plastic. Oh, I love, especially a brand new one, Catherine. Oh, but it's just the perfect texture. I know some people use spackling and all that other stuff. That's a little bit too much. I don't need all of that, the spackle, which, I mean, if it works, it works. But this just has the perfect texture. So with clay and everything else, I just find it works. Anytime I need to fix something that's broken, like even if it's like a porcelain something or another, I will use that. Okay, I'm trying to decide. I want to do some crackle on the sides, but I'm trying to figure out if I want to paint. I'm trying to think what I want to do on the sides here. Did I scare you? I'm sorry. I wasn't even doing nothing. How did I scare you? I wasn't even doing nothing. Okay, that one's not going to work. Hold on a minute. Or do we do the Harlequins? Not, I know it has the other one. We can do the Harlequins on it the other way. Sorry, Sue. One moment, please. I mean, I know this one goes with it. Okay, hold on. So we will do the Harlequins on here. We'll crackle on top of the Harlequins. I am going to put them this way rather than that way. And then we'll crackle the sides. And then on top of this, we'll stencil with the paste. See? Sometimes I know what I'm doing. I know it's scary. It's scary, but sometimes it happens. Sometimes the brain works. Y'all, it's hot. I can't do it. It's hot. Whew. I mean, hot flashes on top of being warm. Good. Coogly moogly. All right. So on this one side, I am going to take, it doesn't even matter which side. We're going to take the edge off. Ooh. Dark blue Pentart paint. Dark blue Pentart paint. Oh, the indigo? Is that what you mean? The indigo blue? Everybody look to the left. What do I want? Okay. Had there been a bigger border, I would have just did a dry tear. But it's good. It's good. It's good. All right. Let's get off. I'm not cutting the fuzzies. I'm just cutting any of the thicker fibers. Okay. So, and thanks, Sue. Sue just sent me a big message to take 2 of these out of my inventory. That's why I'm laughing. Oh my word, Sue. All right, so same thing. I'm going to put these on this side. I am going to seal it shut, but I need to open it first before I seal it shut. To make sure there's no paint that has dribbled on the inside. All right, it's good. I didn't even see it. Actually, I look up and there's a big old picture of these, and she's circled for me to take 2 out. Okay, what am I doing? Now I'm all confused. Okay, let's get some of our same thing, the decoupage varnishing glue matte. Let's try to keep it so that not everybody's looking at everything. Terry, just put things away as you're using it. You'll be golden. All right, let's go this way. So I'm just going to decoupage it as one, like I usually do, and then I will cut it open I'm not going to decoupage in there. Can you see how it's indented a little bit? And I think we'll do like some bead or some type of trim in there. I mean, if the glue gets in there and paper gets in there, it's fine, but I'm not going to intentionally put it in there. All right, same thing. I'm going to turn it over, Red Rover. I need to dry the top is what I need to do, because I'm going to end up touching the top and pulling some of that off. All right. And wow, that's a big Mama Jamma fiber. Come on. Whoa, Nelly. Literally, the guy this morning, I don't even think that the other guys that were up on the roof thought that he was funny, because they were cursing at him in Spanish. But so, you know, the roof, they're doing the roof on the corner one. This one is done. They're already, I think they're waiting for inspection and starting to do like the inside or whatever. But oh, I don't know why I just did that. But he literally kind of like screamed. And for a man, you know, they don't just scream like that. And like made a big crashing sound, because they're rolling the roof. And the one guy started yelling at him and cursing at him in Spanish, because I don't think I don't think they even thought that was very funny. But it literally sounded like he crashed down and fell. Okay, one thing I didn't think about is, because I'm not decoupaging it all the way down, I need to get to it. So I will cut that, we'll dry it and cut it. And then I also need to dry this top too. So, but yeah, anyways. Oh, you're talking about the sparkling green and the sparkling blue? Yeah, does this look like it's blue? Because it's green. It's not blue. Yeah, they did not, because the guy started cursing at him in Spanish, and he was bent down using like the staple gun, or the nail gun, I should say. Staple gun. You could tell I'm a crafter. And he just, everything got silent, and then he, stood up, because I was looking over there, because I can, I'm obviously, they're high enough, I can see them. And that wasn't a funny ha-ha moment. Not at all. Not something that you should play with. But I was also thinking too, it's like, y'all there's no empty houses around me. They're all full. And these guys are out there just screaming and a hooting and a hollering at 7 o'clock in the morning. It's like, okay, it's daytime. You guys are actually allowed to make all the noise you want. But have a little consideration for, there's full-on families living around you as you're screaming and hooting and hollering. so early in the morning. I know. It's so funny because you can always tell when it's, hi Jeanette, you can always tell when it's lunchtime because it goes back to nice and peaceful and quiet. And then when it's time for them to start again, they just start, the music goes on so loud. They start screaming and yelling and whistling and I mean, look, I'm not a bah humbug. I would really care less. The only thing I think about is like poor Nick. And, you know, I'm sure he's probably not the only one. Oh, you know, I would be surprised if he was literally the only one in the neighborhood that worked graveyard or third shift or whatever. You know what I mean? And they're out there just going at it. All right, so I am going to take a, please do not cut your paper if it is wet, and make sure that you have a very sharp blade. Where's my finger blade? Make sure you have a very sharp blade when you do this, because you're not trying to cut your surface, you're just trying to cut the paper. So I'm not trying to go through and cut to the box. I just want to cut the, you know, the paper. So had I really thought about it, I would have measured it, but I, you know, hey, what do you do? What do you do? All right. So I'm just going to very light pressure until the paper pulls away. And then this up here, I will gator that off. Gosh, Lord have mercy. Okay, do we want Harlequin on the front and the back too, or just the sides? I'm almost thinking just the sides, and then do and paint it with what the jewel in the front and the back, and then layer, I think that's what we'll do, and then layer the a stencil on top. Everybody look to the left. Don't ask me why. All right, let's get a little, do I want to do that? Yes. Actually, I'll do it a little longer because I want to use the gator to get it right on there. So I'm going to dry tear it just a little longer than what I need. Hey. Hey now. Oh, it's because I got the parchment paper underneath it. Well, fine. Everything's just gotta be on Monday for everybody. What's happening? There must be a fiber there or something. Oh, there was. Wow, that was a big mamma jamma. All right, and then this one. I don't know if I want to take that off or not. Hi, Rita. Well, your bylaws allow the noise. You could, yeah. Hi, Lisa Hampton. Yeah, I mean, you know, the noise ordinance. It's from 7 o'clock till I think it's 11 around here. There, you know, nobody's gonna care. Nobody cares. It just, you know, would be common courtesy, which apparently, apparently no, none. All right, so same thing. We're going to get that one on here this way. Oh, hey now. Oh, hey now. I can't do it that way this time. Oh, there he is. Nah. I can't do it that way because now it's shorter. Hello, Troy boy. How be you? Huh? Did I put my finger on there? How be you? I gotta get that off of there. How late did you stay up last night, son? Hmm? Onyx is like, oh no. Troy's up. I'm out of here. Heck yeah, it's Monday. Do the butterflies on the front? Where did I put them? Oh, they're over here, aren't they? The only thing is, I think it's going to look, oh, maybe if they go this way. Oh, maybe. All right, let's dry because I keep touching and lifting the paper. So let's just dry it so I don't do that. So if they go down this way, because of the way that butterfly is, I think it'll look fine. See, that's what happens when you're left-handed. You always want to face things a certain way. Hi, Laura. Always. I hear you. Where are you? I know. I will. Mama will change you right when I'm done here. Hi, cutie patootie. What you doing, honey bunches of oats? You want your donuts open? Yeah? Whoa. The donuts or that? There you go. You want the donuts open? Here you go. Here's your donuts. Mama got your drink. It's in the refrigerator. Refrigerator. Hi, Anna. Okay. Let's do this. I will get a 600 to get the top off since it's got the other paper right there. Okay, but I'm just gonna let that dry. So we'll gator that off with a, I don't know, even a 400 will be fine. So that way it doesn't scratch the fairy paper on the top. So what I was thinking is to paint this, but do we think we should put them on there? Obviously, they're not going to reach. The paper is not, it's not wide enough. Actually, it's not too, I mean, obviously up there it's not going to match, but it's not too bad. All right. All right, all right, all right. I'm surprised that this paper has some of the bigger fibers. Okay. Let's put them right there. Because we're not, is that paint or is that a dot? Oh, it's not paint. I thought I had paint on it. Come, why are you way up there? Good googly muggly. So we'll put them right there. We'll paint the top and the bottom and we're good. This little guy's gonna get left out though. That's all right, we got those little ones. It's good. It's good. It's good. Do I want to do that first? Yeah, because then we can just varnish it. I will cut around the lock. I can't get that out. Not even if I wanted to. So let's get you so that you're kind of... Is that good, son? I love you too with your Hey, Nicole. You could put butterflies on bottom and trim mold on top. We could do that. Okay. I'm going to grab a 600 really quick. Oh, I need to bring this closer to me. Or a 400, whichever I find first, which will probably be a 6. I don't know. Or not. Okay. So another reason, what do I have the 320 on there? Another reason why you don't want to use a low grit sander is, especially when they butt up next to each other like that, if you're using a 60 or an 80, because we're always going in a downward motion, right? You're going to chew up that paper underneath. So if, whoa, what's on there? If you're using a higher grit, you don't have to worry about chewing up your paper of where it's meeting. I'm just going to cut you, and then let's lift up that little corner. Okay, see, our edge is still intact over here. If you go with a really high grit or a really low grit, then you start chewing up the opposite side, which you don't want. And then I'll open the box after we cut it, and I will gator that off too. Actually, we can just tuck all of that in right now. When we cut the box open, I will gator off that edge there. Okay, up here, we should be dry. That's not dry. Let's dry that a little bit. Hi, Regine. Hi, Julie. I know. I think this is like everybody's favorite, or if not favorite, on the top for sure. All right. Okay. Now, what I do want to make sure of is that the corners, because usually that will happen when you have paper that's hanging. Most of the time, the edges, the corners aren't really down very well because you've got that extra paper hanging. And then I want to make sure all of the fuzzies are down. Check that one. And then let's do this one. I know this corner is off. Yep. Okay. So I know you guys can see it. When the paper was still wet, I touched right there. Now, I can fix that, and we can put, you know, paper in there to fix it. Or I might leave it alone for now because I have a bunch of little butterflies and itty bitty flowers that I might put right there, or maybe I just fix it and then still do that. Hold on, my OCD is not going to let me do it. Never mind. I'm still going to put the butterfly or something there, but I'm going to fix it. So, you know, I always say, be better than me, do better than me. Don't be grabbing your paper when it's wet, because that's going to happen. Your paper is going to stick to your finger, and then you're going to pull the paper up. All right, so I'm just going to take that color, but in order to blend that in, I want the like the frayed edges, but I don't want the white, because the white is going to keep it from blending in. So I have to go around and cut off all the little fuzzy wuzzies. Is that paint on my finger? Oh, okay. I thought it was fresh. If it was a lighter paper, you wouldn't really necessarily have to worry about cutting the fuzzies. But since the paper is a little on the darker side, I'm going to take the fuzzies off, because more than likely you're going to see the fuzzies. And I'll still probably put a butterfly there because it would look pretty, but still. Hi, my Mara. What number do you use to season the IOD stamps? When I seasoned my stamps, I just used I think it was a 240, Ari. Nothing real crazy. Okay. And then when all of that dries, it will be good. Okay. So, yeah. I always say, be better than me. Don't do what I do. Don't touch your paper when it's wet. All right. So, I know that I need to do the back. However, I need some place to stand this thing up so I can work. So, we'll do the back later. I'm going to dry this. What glass clock? What's happened? Oh no. Yep, do as I say, not as I do. I always just say, be better. Be better than me. Don't do what I do. Okay, so I'm going to paint that up there, but I want to put black down first. And we'll cut around that, the lock in a second. All right, so let's get some black. And hi, Miss Linda. Hi, my Karen. Thank you. All right, so oh, and then those of you who are asking, I believe the bonding primer will be here today. It says that it's scheduled to deliver today. And then also, I did put more brushes in stock. So wait, Mary Casey said to put a mold on there first. Oh, wait. We can still put a mold on there. Hold on. We can still put the chic borders on there. We can paint it. First, we'll paint it with the true emeralds, and then we can put one of the borders around the top and put the other color on that. And actually, while I'm here, I haven't varnished the paper yet, so I better not. I was going to paint all of this, but I need to varnish the paper first. Hi, Tanya. All right. I'm just so, can you tell I'm so excited to use this? I just want to get this on there because I should be painting all of that black and I should bar, but I just don't want to. I want to play. I want to play right now. Okay, I want a something. Okay, where's my... Yes, I am. Tina, if you just put on there to notify when it's in stock. Unfortunately, my stuff, the Prima stuff will come really quickly, but that stuff, it takes a little bit longer. So, but yes, I am getting more DQ antique frames in stock. Okay. Just like you guys do with the deluxe paste, look at me trying to use the wrong hand. Just like you guys do with the deluxe paste, with the jewel pastes, I would really recommend you just going in there and just moving around your, because the mica, don't do that. The mica sits at the bottom, so just like, you know, swirl all of that around. It's just like the jewel, the deluxe paste, It's just like the deluxe paste, how all of the micas and all of that sit down at the bottom. And then you kind of got to shake it up. Can you guys see that color? Oh my goodness. And again, just like the Pentart Deluxe Paste, this does have a texture to it. Yeah. Okay, hold on a minute. Now I got green all over my hands. Olga's never going to talk to me again. I love you, Olga. My friend Olga despises the color green. Does not like the color green. Oh. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Where'd you come from? Thank you, love. Oh no, I'm gonna get green on my cup. Thank you, Bubba's. But Mama got her drink right here already. So don't be so excited that you put a whole gooping amount on there like I just did. So I'm having to work it out before I can smooth it. Oh my goodness. Oh my Lord. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. And then if we put one of the borders on that has like so you could see through it, whatever I'm trying to say. Oh my word. I'm not trying to smooth it out. I like the texture, but you could use a dauber or you can smooth it down. I kind of like the texture. I don't know that I want to smooth it down. And when I say smooth it, you're not going to smooth it all the way because it has, you know, it has some texture to it. But I kind of like the texture of it all. It's so pretty. Jumped on late. What are we making? We are making it's a cigar box. So it opens. I just have decoupaged it closed for now. I'm so beside. Don't touch my phone. Get your hands away. What you doing? Get back, Jack. Get off me. Get off me. Okay, so, all right. Let's let that be for a second. Oh, I love that color. Hey, your phone is green. Did you know your phone is green? Oh, you got a little elephant and a giraffe on it. Okay, I can't throw that in the trash because Onyx will take it out. Okay. And I know that's kind of throwing everything off, but until I cut it open and fix the fuzzy wuzzies, I can't do anything about it just yet. All right. I'm excited. So do we think, because I'm thinking, see, like if we used a mold like that one, we'll be able to see the green underneath, but I don't know if we even need the molds. I don't know. We got it thinking about it. Okay, let's get this painted so so it doesn't look so funny bunny. It's kind of funny bunny right now. Or we can put the will the rope fit in there? Oh, the rope would fit in there, y'all. Dibs on the box, mine. Oh, sheesh. You funny, Mary Casey. Oh, Mac, sorry. The other Mary Casey might be funny too. I don't know. Is that paper? It's kind of in the box, so hold on a minute. I mean, in the little groove. So let me straighten that line so it doesn't look like I'm a third grader painting. Actually, I think third graders probably have straighter lines than that, don't they? All right. Because down here, I'm tinking. Is that a fiber? What's happening? I'm tinking to put the I want to call this one fairy dust, but it's golden dust. What you doing, bud? Huh? That's exactly why you should have varnished, Terry. Had you have varnished, you wouldn't have that on your paper. And now we have a problem. Hold on, Bob. I have something on my paper. Oh, I love you too. Where are you going? Really? I never heard of that place before. I never heard of that place before. Is it a fun spot? Papas, why do you walk away and try to talk to me, bud? I don't know what you're doing. Come back. Thank you. Dang, Onyx, you all right? Okay. Okay. All right. Let's dry the black, and then we'll paint the golden dust in there, and then oh, that's already dry. Do they have green in there? Oh, they have the color just like the box. Do you see it? Nope. It's that right there. Again, I will paint the bottom and the back. Just no need for you guys to have to suffer through watching all of that. Okay, I think we opened this one already, didn't we? Yes, we did. So if you do open this and you see like that white, don't freak out. It's not old. It's not separating. You just need to do a little shoop, 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 and it'll be good. You again? I don't know, honey. I really don't know what you did with that, with your earbud, son. So this one, you know what would have, well, no. This one will probably do a couple of coats. I'm betting the CC one would have looked good too, or actually even the darker. And all of this stuff is available at my store. I don't know. I kind of like the black coming through. It looks like the paper. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at the black coming through. I don't know what you guys think. Should we make it an opaque golden dust, or do we like that it's kind of got that depth behind it? But the only thing I can think of is that you put it in your other case, the black and red case, Papas. Because I have no idea where that little bitty earbud went, babe. But that's the only thing Mama knows is that last time I seen it, you had it in the black and red case. You see, doesn't that look like the Harlequin paper? Me too. Okay. I'm going to have to hold it in the air. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. All right, let's dry that and see what we got. And then I do want to, we are going to crack-a-lackin' the sides, but I'm trying to think. Let's dry it because we're going to have to cut it. To crack-a-lackle it. Actually, I think I only want to crack-a-lackle the Harlequin. It doesn't take long for this to dry at all. All right. Can't put my thumb. What you doing, buddy? Again, don't use a very sharp knife and barely, you just don't cut to the bottom of your, like your box. Hold on, Pops. I know. Say, Mom, you just asked me what I'm doing. I'm trying to show you, and you're not even paying attention to me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. All right. And then I will clean up around, because I think these have little, like, decorative, like, ends. Yeah, they do. I could feel it. All right. I'll cut that. Okay. So I want to... excuse me? Are you yelling at me? How are you only going to be awake for a little minutes and then be yelling at me? Ooh, I can't see this side as good. Glitzy Grandma? I like that. Oh, now they come off. Ha! Oh, Lord, don't let me lose those little nails. As long, I mean, I guess as long as I could see the line, I can always pry it open. I just don't want to. I didn't want to crackle up here at the top. Know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Oh, it might be nice if I cut the corner. Especially if we're going to do a mold. There we go. Okay. Thank you. Okay. So, are we thinking, I don't know, are we thinking molds around the top or just here in the front? Or actually, I'm thinking, because I'm going to have to color match paint some of that up there. Or, you know what? Not even necessarily. We have a lot of leftover. I could just... All right. Never mind. Never mind me. I'm going to put step 1. All right. Crackle. Take that out. That's a no good for your product. Step 1. We all know how to crackle-lackle, right? You want a clean, dry brush. Once you start with step 1, at that point, you are no longer allowed to use any water-based products until you seal it with the solvent-based sealer. If you've just washed your brush last night, don't use that brush. I guarantee you there's still going to be water in that ferrule, even though you feel like it's dry to touch. Clean, dry brush for step 1, clean, dry brush for step 2. Then you do whatever you got to do to your cracks with solvent-based, either oil-based wax or solvent, something or another, or you know, antiquing paste, any of the waxes, thin waxes, Pentart waxes, or you can use a dry powder like pigment powder or mica powder. But from this point on, no baby wipes, no nothing. Now it is recommended from Pentart that you let this dry naturally, but being live, I don't have that luxury. I told you guys I actually quite like it better to let it dry naturally. So meaning let step 1 dry naturally, come back, do step 2. But when I'm live with you guys, I can't do that. I don't usually seal, so I don't use the varnish until the next day though, because more cracks are going to happen overnight. It always does. That's specifically why you must seal your projects, because it will continue to crack if you don't do so. And then over time, it's just going to be awful. All right, so let's dry step 1. Hi, Deborah. I wasn't going to crack the front. Should I crack the front? Hi, Robin. How are you? I was only going to crack the sides and the back, but I need to paint the back first before I do that. Make sure you keep your heat moving. You can burn fine line crackle. Yeah, I know. It threw me off a little bit. It's different. So step 1 goes on white. Once it's gone transparent, then it's ready for step 2. Yeah, I wasn't thinking to crackle the front because it's got the pretty, the butterflies on there. And I am thinking of putting a really pretty trim there, though. And then in here, we're going to put this one. Yeah, I was only going to crackle just that bottom portion. I thought somebody said to crackle the front. So I will get the gator and sand that down so that way we can either attach another piece there. Actually, I was thinking to do some a trim here. But I would still need to get something under it before I did that. Everybody's saying don't do the front. Yeah, I agree. So this side is pretty much ready. Again, don't do what I do. I tell you guys, wait until it's gone, completely transparent before you put on step 2. I tend to not wait just because I'm live and I know it'll be okay, but just for you personally, don't do it. There's no reason why you need to rush. I don't know. This ended up looking so cool because it matches the way that the paper is with the black coming through it. All right, and then also, if you're a toucher, don't touch. Don't touch the crackle. Don't touch the fine line until you know it's completely dry. Just don't touch it. All right, so then we're gonna go in with step 2. Again, another clean, dry brush. Now, step 2, what was that? Step 2 is thinner, and it's obviously, it doesn't have the white, so you can't tell when it's necessarily dry until you start seeing the cracks. You definitely don't want to touch it though, because you will leave your fingerprint, and you're not going to get your fingerprint out of there. And then when you go to put your wax or whatever else you do to bring out the cracks, you're also going to bring out your fingerprint, which is lovely. So just don't touch. I know, that's usually, we touch to say, okay, it just needs a little dry a little longer. No. Unless you don't mind leaving your fingerprint, then hey. And then since step 2 is thinner than step 1, it does dry quicker. You do want to mind your crackle though. When you have something that's laying flat, it's not a big deal. However, because I have it standing up like this to dry it, gravity takes on and it will run. So just mind your runs, because when you have runs, it's awful. Again, something else that's hard to get out. He's right here, Robin. He got up late and his hair's sticking up all crazy. You always tend to be in a hurry. Yeah, with crackle, it does take time, but it's so worth the wait. So you see, because like I said, I have the box upright like this, it's wanting to drip. So I am going to stand it up this way and then dry it and then move it again. Yeah, if you're a toucher, sit on your hands, because you will leave your fingerprint. I will put paper on the back. I probably will just put the Harlequin on the back, since it's the back and not yeah, I think the Harlequin will just go on the back. Okay, see? Thank you. You have crazy hair today. This is going to be another unique and beautiful. Oh, thank you. And it is a process, especially when you're live and you guys are watching. It's like, oh gosh, I know it's boring to watch it dry, but it ends up being so worth it. Aww. Last time I used it, I kept telling myself, Terry says, do not, no touchy. No touchy. And then fine line is glossy, so it's also hard to tell when it's dry, because fine line is glossy. So literally, when you start seeing the cracks, you know you're getting close to it being dry and then being able to be okay kind of touching it. But, you know, most of the time, you know, things are matte, and then you know when it's dry because it's no longer shiny. But fine line is glossy. Now, if you don't like glossy, there is a solvent-based matte varnish, so you can then go over it with the matte if you don't want it, you know, if you don't like the gloss. But it's not, you know, like normal. You're like, oh, I know it's dry when it's not shiny, but that's not how fine line is. I can see the crackle-lackins coming. Again, don't leave your heat gun in one place. It's gonna burn it, and no, you can't fix it. When you've scorched it, you cannot fix it. So don't leave it in one spot. Keep it moving. And like I said, if you got the time, leave it. Just leave it. Put step one on, work on another project. When step one is gone clear and transparent, then put step two on. Work on another project. Come back to it and, you know, keep checking that there's no drips. But and then, like I said, I never seal it until the next day because it's always going to crack overnight. I see the crackle-lackins. What time is it? Oh, wow, I didn't even realize what time it was. And yeah, I don't know if you guys can see. Hold on. Wait, let me go. Can you guys see it cracking up here? There. It's hard to show you guys when it's like this. And then once it's pretty much, I don't know how to explain it, but once it's kind of settled down and it's okay, now it's just doing its drying time, then you don't need to come back to it and keep watching to see if it's running. Now I know it's dry enough, it's not going to run, so I don't need to, if I was working on something else, I wouldn't have to keep coming at it with the brush or making sure. Like, I just put my brush in water because I know it's good now. Does it have to cure? No, not necessarily cure, no. So I'm gonna take the heat off of it for a while. So the way crackle works is step one goes down. Because we're live, I dry it. Once one has gone transparent, it's ready for step two. Step two goes down, always clean, dry brushes, always separate brushes. Then once you start seeing all the cracks happen, it's good to go. Then you can put in your wax, antique paste, whatever. When you seal it though, with the solvent-based varnish, it stops all cracks. That's it. No more cracks will happen. That's why I usually wait till the next day, because I know there's going to be more cracks, and I mean, that's only all the better, right? Then I'll go back in with antiquing paste or wax or whatever I used on it, and then I'll seal it. But I almost never seal it right after I've done the antiquing paste, unless I'm live and I need to glue something on top and my glue is going to be water-based. Then I have to seal it, because again, until you've put your varnish on. So again, this is the clear gloss, this is the matte, you do have to shake it, and then there is an antique. Until you put this on, you cannot use water. No water. it makes me cringe when I see somebody putting antique wax on and then they have fine line and they go and get the baby wipe. I'm like, oh my God, don't do that. Fine line does not like water, not even a little bit. If I were to stick my hands in that water and put my hand on there, it would literally stick to it. It doesn't react well with water at all. So I didn't realize what time it was until right now. I see Nicole's telegram out here, and you guys know I don't like to step on Nicole. So tomorrow when we come back, I will go in and put all of the stuff in the cracks with you. I'm gonna get the lace because there's this lace that I want to put here, and I think it would be kind of cool for us to make it green, maybe. And then I don't know. I don't guess you guys need me to do this with you, so I'll just do this. Well, don't do it the wrong way. I'll put this on here, and then I'll crackle the bottom half. So then tomorrow when we come back, all we have to do is the cracks. I wish you guys can see all the cracks that are happening right now. But so tomorrow, yeah, you do need at least one of these. If you're using fine line, you have to have the solvent varnish with it, especially if you're selling your work. Because if you do not sell your work, if you sell your work and you fine lined it, and let's say that person puts that project in the sun or the sun, it's going to crack. It's going to get all crusty and dusty. Or if they go to dust it and they spray Windex on their rag and they go to dust it, it's toast. It's going to be ruined, because it needs to be sealed. So tomorrow when we come back, we have to do the inside with the glade, in the glade. So we've got to put that in the glade. And then we still need to finish up the front. And I think I will just do this without you guys, so that way I can put the 1 and 2 on and you guys don't have to suffer through that. So anyways, I will see you guys tomorrow. Same time, same place. Talk to you later. Bye!